Yes, people, what's happening? Sorry, bit of a mad rush there. Who's this?
You hear me?
Yes, Bakewell, mate, you alright, bro?
You see me?
No, I can't see you.
Hold on.
Just letting you know we're live here, mate, we're live. No worries, though, mate.
All the time, mate. What's going on?
How's things like, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, how are you?
Spot on, mate, spot on.
Give me 2 seconds, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate. How's everyone who's tuning in? Hope you've all had a good Christmas. Waiting for a few more to join in now as well. We'll get it popping. I think you just have to press when you go on settings.
There we go.
We've got you.
How we doing?
Good, mate. Did you have a good Christmas and that?
Yeah, it's been sound, mate. Yeah, I've not done a lot really. It's been with family and that.
Watching from Tampa Bay, the Smith brothers. Big up the Smith brothers. Rob Cunningham, what's happening, mate? Alice Keane, hope you're all right, Alice. Hope you had a good Christmas, mate. It's just going to go non-stop. You too, pal. But what's been happening, Bakewell? What you saying, mate? Obviously with the events and that.
We've got London coming up on March 4th, so we're just trying to get everything tied up for that. We're just confirming the main event. Everything should be getting released in the next few days. Yeah, it's a massive card, though, to be honest with you. It's really good. Yeah,
I can imagine, mate. Coming off Newcastle as well. What a show, mate.
Yeah, it was class, wasn't it? I was glad it went the way it did. Couldn't have asked for any better, really.
I know, atmosphere, everything was bang on.
Yeah, it was mint, mate. It was class. The fights were brilliant as well. Some of the guys up there put some great performances.
Yeah, so how many shows is there going to be roughly a year?
6 to 8.
Yeah, that'll be mint, that, like.
Every 2 months we're going to be doing them. Then there'll be a couple, at least one big and down, sort of Wembley-sized event as well. Yeah,
up and down the country.
Yeah, all over the place, mate. Yeah, we've got London, then Liverpool, I think. Cardiff, Leeds, back in Newcastle. Yeah, we're moving it all over.
Yeah, quality. It's like Wembley. Do you think they'll ever do another one in Wembley in the Oval?
Yeah. We've got plans. I just don't know what date it's going to be this year. I know they want to do another big one down there though. They've got some massive fighters lined up for that as well. They've been talking about some huge fights on again, sort of MVP, Mike Power style, that scale of event.
Yeah, like they just signed that Austin Trout and that as well, haven't they?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, have they got him lined up to fight against now?
I can't remember, mate. I heard something on the podcast they done the other day, but I don't think they actually mentioned the fight. But they'll have a good fight lined up for him. It'll be another big name, won't it?
Yeah, they're going to need one for him, aren't they?
Yeah, he's going to be good.
He's a naughty man.
Jamie Cox as well, mate. I think he's going to make waves.
Jamie's going to be a beast, mate. I can't wait to get him moving. Hopefully, we're going to get him fighting in April, I think.
Yeah, what show will that be on?
Liverpool, hopefully.
Liverpool show, yeah.
Yeah, we're just getting all that tied up as well. That should be all confirmed this week, hopefully.
Be good for Liam Wilson to get on that card as well, wouldn't it? Liam and Matilda.
Yeah, I'll probably be looking at getting Liam and Matilda back on that card as well. Obviously, it would make more sense of Liam fighting down there than it would moving him all over the country. We're trying to use as many local fighters to whichever area we're going to as possible.
Yeah, what were your favourite fights on BKFC Newcastle? I know they all were great fights, but which ones did you think?
Probably David Ryan versus Nathan Owens. That was an absolute belter. Then Tom Scott versus John Ferguson. They were both class fights then.
Yeah,
obviously the Mick fight was brilliant as well, wasn't it? Just the whole scale of it all. That was a fucking brutal fight.
Tough man, that Panda, mate. When we went back to the hotel, he's just stood there, fucking face palm with blood with McDonald's.
Mate, I give him a lift home. He just wanted a pack of paracetamols and 2 Big Macs.
Fucking hell, mate. What a guy, though. What a guy. Lovely bloke.
He's a proper good bloke, him.
Yeah, Christie. Mozzie's meant to be jumping on in a bit.
Oh, that should be eventful.
Danny's just messaged. Danny's going to come on in 10.
Oh, good. Danny's a good guy.
I think Dave and that are going to be jumping on. Connor. Quite a few jumping on, but like I say, mate, these shows that are going to be kicking off in the UK with the BKFC, it's just going to be non-stop, and more people are going to want to join the big names. They just want to get amongst it, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely, mate. We've got loads of lads moving over from other companies at the minute. Just top names coming in from pro boxing, pro MMA fighters. We've got some massive plans, to be honest with you. The level of fighters on these shows are going to be absolutely unreal. All the way through as well, from the prelims to the main events. It's going to be class. Some real good guys coming over at the minute.
Yes, so the people who were fighting on the BKFC Newcastle card are pretty much every one of them fighters going to be fighting on other shows as well.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, they're going to be. Obviously, the northern-based guys are going to be mainly used up north. There's no point taking lads from Newcastle down to London. But obviously, we've got Liverpool coming up in April, so it's not long to wait, really. So every 2 months, we've got a show. So this should realistically, lads should be fighting every 4 months.
Yeah. Definitely. That Melissa and Matilda fight as well for the girl. Obviously, we've struggled a bit, haven't we, getting girl fights in the UK? And for a fight like that was mint.
Yeah, it was quality, to be fair. I think Melanie shocked a lot of people, to be honest with you. She put a really good performance. And there wasn't a lot in it, to be fair. She just had a better engine, really, and just put the pressure on throughout the fight. So I couldn't really argue with the result. It
was a mad fight. Like, it probably never went the way I thought it would.
Matilda fought well. She was just, it was just a bit heavy for her, I think. David, how you doing?
What's happening, David? You good, mate?
How you doing?
Oh, good, mate. How's things?
Good, man. Everything's good.
Well, you had a good Christmas and that?
Yeah, man. Who you got on there? Who's that guy?
Handsome man. You have a good Christmas.
What's up, Andrew?
You have a good Christmas, mate.
Yeah, man. Everything went well.
Yeah, good.
Taking a night off with my wife.
Nice.
We're gonna relax tonight.
Yeah, it's a rare thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, David. I've just been speaking to Andrew about it there. What did you think of the BKFC Newcastle card, mate?
Say that again, bud.
What was your thoughts on the BKFC Newcastle card?
It was great. I mean, it was a good crowd, good fights. You know, we discovered some new talent, and some of the guys that we thought were really good stood out, and some, one or two guys disappointed. Most of the guys and girls really fought their asses off and did good, and very, very happy with it. Second show in the UK, and then we go into this third show here in March. It's going to be, we're just going to keep it rolling.
Yeah, we're very excited, like, to see all these shows kicking off in the UK. I think it's going to be amazing, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, it's a matter of time. We have to put our flag in the ground. Put our flag in the ground, and we are, one of the bigger combat sports organizations in the UK. Obviously, there's some boxing promotions that are a little bigger right now, but as far as bare knuckle, there's no one that can us anymore.
Yeah. Another thing as well with these shows going to be constantly happening. You're going to want the big names coming over from the boxing, and that with boxing being very big in the UK.
And we're going to do that, and we're also just going to keep building. Our last card we did December 3rd in Hollywood, Florida. Another sellout, our fourth consecutive sellout there, which the unique thing about that is no other combat sporting event ever sold out there. And I'm talking every combat sporting event in the world was there. Nobody else sold out. We sold out for the fourth time in a row with homegrown talent. That card was all homegrown BK. So big name fighters that came in from the outside. That get people to follow this, but at the same time, we have to build up. With Andrew doing a good job of getting some young talent in there and building guys to get in.
Your mic's breaking up a little bit there.
I don't know what to tell you. Can't do nothing about it.
But another thing I wanted to ask you, mate, is I've never been to an event in America. Is there like the atmosphere on the same scale as Wembley?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely I had Nick Chapman come over, who does BKFC Thailand with us, and he's like, wow, this is just a whole different world. Just the crowd was into it the whole time. The crowd's into it every time we do a show because you hear that sound, you hear that sound of the fist hitting the face. You got the production level that we have, and it's just can't help but really get into it, get involved, and get excited about it. It's an exciting sport. It's fast paced. It keeps you engaged the whole entire fight. So, it's something that that fight fans are learning to really love.
Yeah, definitely. And how does it feel for you, Andrew, working with the likes of David and the BKFC?
That's quality, mate. Obviously, David gives me all the advice I need. Anytime I've got any questions, he helps me out. So helps me sort of whoever I need it. It's great. All the guys down there are brilliant. Any help I need, it's fantastic.
Yeah, great stuff. Are you ever going to be coming over to the BKFC UK events, David?
Yeah, so we're actually not going to BKFC UK events anymore. BKFC events. So the production a little bigger and a little better. But they're all going to be BKFC events. So yeah, I'm definitely popping over. I'm not going to make every show. I can't possibly make every show. If I do, get the course really quick. I'm not trying to get the course right now.
Yeah. I've seen you have just signed Austin Trout. What a signing, by the way. Congratulations with that one. But is there any date of when he's going to be out?
Yeah, he's going to fight on our Knucklemania card, February 17th, Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's going to fight an MMA legend. We're just going through the approval process of that. That's going to be an epic card. That one is Lorenzo Hunt versus Mike Richmond. We also have John Dodson making a return there. Big Ben Rothwell will also be making his return. We have a couple other on that card as well.
Yeah, quality. So, is there any big names in the UK that you can share with us that are in the pipeline of getting signed?
Not really, because once I share them, then it ruins my negotiation. But we're just hopefully, we're coming to the end of this negotiation. Nate Diaz. Hopefully, by we know that moving on to other talent.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay, David? Can you, Bakewell?
Yeah, I'm it, yeah.
A couple of people saying it's breaking up. I think David's mic's knacking up. Could you hear David there?
He's a bit muffled, mate, to be honest.
I think signal in the car.
Yeah, probably.
Mate, it's going to be massive, isn't it, mate? 2023 for the BK.
It'll be a big year, mate. We've been real busy. Like I said, this next fight card we're doing in London is massive, mate. I just can't wait to get it all released. Obviously, it's only about 9 weeks away now. Yeah, some class names, like some real good matchups. I think we've got everybody interested that's been following the sport. I can't really say anything more about it.
Really is. The Moz dog.
What's going on, man?
You alright, mate?
Moz,
I'm alright, man. It's a bit fucking low, the volume.
Is it? 2 seconds, 2 seconds.
First time I've done this podcast. Fucking stuff in it.
How you
doing? You alright, Andy lad?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Not too bad, mate. Do I need to put this on speaker or something?
No,
I can hear your sound, mate. Can you hear us alright?
Yeah, I can hear you. Alright. I can hear you enough.
Right there.
It's not your equipment. It'll be my new iPhone. Fuck knows. How you doing? You had a good Christmas?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's been good.
You just grinning up.
Oh, mate?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see who's talking. But yeah, mate, I had a wicked Christmas. Did you have a good time, mate?
Yeah, it was all right, bro. Christmas is Christmas. Not the same when you're not a kid, innit?
Yeah, I know. You don't get the late nights and that now, do you? You just get your head down straight away.
What's been going on anyway? I think it might be because it might be on my app. One sec. Try and turn you up. Go on, you keep cracking on, innit?
We can hear you all right, or do you mean you can't hear us?
I can hear
know what? I'll see if I can turn you up on this one and turn you down on that one.
We can hear you all right, or do you mean everyone's saying they can hear us all right there?
I'll see if I can turn you up on this one and turn you down on that one.
Can you hear on the other phone? Do you need to turn that other phone down?
There's just a delay. Let me come back out and come back in, yeah?
All right, mate.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's low on this. Here's the kid here. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'll come out and come back in.
Yes, boys.
Yeah?
You all right, Dan?
Sound, Lou, and yourself?
Yeah, spot on, mate. You had a good Christmas, mate?
Brilliant, mate. All good, man. Never better. How's Andy?
I'm all right, mate. How's you?
Aye, mate. Better, mate. Clean.
Still training?
Aye, flat out. I've been Newcastle today.
Yeah.
Been a few rounds with Big Mick.
Oh, yeah. Where was that?
Was all right. I got a bit of a yucking, like, but
Big lump, innit?
I'm just here with Gary Fox now.
Hey,
I'm doing a bit with Gaz tomorrow. A few weights and that. Maybe do some boxing in the afternoon. Then I'm back home. I've got the bands all weekend.
What was it like today then? Did you enjoy going up there, getting a bit of work in with the lads and that?
I loved it, mate. It's just mixing it up, isn't it? Getting a couple of bodies in there. They were all three of the lads I was sparring with were all decent. They all kept us guessing and that. Big Mick, obviously, you know, he'll stand you on your head, won't he? You know what I mean? He only a couple of clean shots he caught us with, you know, and he wasn't even really sitting down on them. I could proper feel them, like he's a proper genuine, like big punching heavyweight. You know what I mean? So the punches were registering, and I can feel little bits of pain coming on now. You know, my little bits of body and that, whatever, and taking shots in the body and that. I got a bit of a yucking, like, but listen, I loved it.
Yeah, class, man. How do you feel now, mate? Just like obviously quit the work and that, and focus fully on everything you've been wanting to do for ages.
Mate, it feels mint. It's nearly like a dream come true, isn't it? Just getting on with it, mate. Just getting on with it. All the best lads are. They're not doing it around 50-hour week of a job, are they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What were you working as before?
Scaffolder.
Oh, nice. Grafter.
I got me, and I got in. I've got myself in decent, probably the best shape I've been in since I was in my teens, and that's just off doing it. That's doing it around my job. So now, what sort of levels can I get to now when I'm training twice a day, 5 days a week?
Yeah, man. It's what you need, though, innit? You need to be at it if you want to, like, obviously go serious in it. You need to be at it like a proper athlete, don't you?
Of course, mate. Obviously, I need days off as and when. I'll be ready for the day off tomorrow after I've trained with Gaz because I can feel myself getting sore already. It's just about training sort of smarter, isn't it? Not you can do all the graft you want. You never run yourself into the ground. I've got to get my recovery. I'm no spring chicken, am I? 37, so I've just got to get it all right. And listen, whoever they put in with us, they're getting the fight, aren't they? You know, I'm not bothered who they are, so they'll get a fight. And talk of a decent match up in whenever the show is. Is it March?
April.
Yeah. Not April.
April.
Yeah.
April. I thought April was a bit better me because isn't there a date set for?
Yeah, there's March 4th down in London, and we'll be looking at it. Well, it's just getting confirmed tomorrow.
March 4th. Mate, obviously, no names at the minute. If they get the fight that we've sort of been speaking about in the background, then I'll be buzzing, me. You know what I mean? I'll see. I'll get in there and show him what time it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much all agreed with you and the other guy.
That's for me.
That is a big fight, though. That is a really big fight.
Yeah, listen,
Everybody's going to get excited about that.
Obviously, no names at the minute, but I know how good that lad is, and I know how good he can be. But still, I don't think people have seen the best of me yet. You know what I mean? Like I say, I've been getting in shape around a 50-hour job. Now I've dedicated my whole life to it, mate. We'll just wait and see, won't we?
Yeah, it's going to be a cracking fight to watch anyway.
Yeah.
What's it feel like, Mozzie, managing all these fucking beasts of gentlemen?
It's quality, innit? They're all good lads, top lads, all very professional. Take it very fucking serious. You know, they're all at the top of the game. I can see them all holding belts soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, mate, 100%.
They all should be holding belts right now. You know, we've got a few good matchups coming up. I can't really announce any just yet, but we've got quite a lot in the pipeline coming up. A few eliminators, a few title shots and stuff like that, and some exciting fights coming up. Like I said, we've broadened the management side of things as well now. But it's like the elite team of the bare knuckle world, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it definitely is, mate. Definitely is. Like, you've got Danny, Connor, Mick Terrell, Damon Hendry, Matilda Liam. It's just a
just signed someone else as well, but I just can't announce it just yet.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about, mate.
We'll see how Gary Fox takes off next year. I can see him smashing it, like, to be honest.
Yeah, Gary Fox as well. Big name.
and that, and you'll see, won't you, at March? You know what I mean? He's not messing about, like.
Nah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Gary Fox. Like, I remember watching him in boxing, like when he won the prize fighter, and he was class. And he used to like knock about with a couple of lads who lived next door, but one to me.
Right.
And, I remember watching him. He's fucking quality, man. I'm sure I've seen him having a bare knuckle fight as well.
You will have done. There's a good fight of him there on bare knuckle somewhere, fighting a kid who's a fair bit bigger than that. Looks like, I think he's like a southpaw kid. Looks like he's giving a decent few stone away anyway, and he just minces him.
Yeah, I've seen it. Fucking hell of a fight. Is he going to be fighting in March, Foxy?
Fighting in March, mate. Obviously we can't name the opponent and not just yet, but he'll give anyone a fight. You know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to seeing him myself and that. And I speak to him all the time, training with him and that anyway. So like we'll be sort of gone down together and probably spend as much time as I can with him. You know what I mean? A lot of love for the lad.
Yeah. Does he live up your ends now, Foxy? Then?
Nah, mate. He lives out here. I'm in Billington now, me.
In where?
Billingham now, me. Middlesbrough.
Oh, it's only round the corner from me, Billingham.
Aye. Oh, you're Middlesbrough, aren't you?
Yeah. It's just the next town on, isn't it, Billingham?
That's right, mate.
But yeah,
it's cushy around here, man. Who else you got expecting on, Lou?
Connor Tierney's coming on. James Lilly's going to try and get on if he gets back from the caravan. But I've sent the link out to a few people, mate.
Yeah.
If not everyone can make it, can they? And I can't fault them really. If they can't make it, they can't make it, mate.
It's in it, you know. It's one of them.
Just had David Feldman on there as well.
I just sort of caught the last 2 minutes before his phone went off or whatever happened. It got cut off in that eye. It'll be about 10 o'clock in the morning or something over there, is it?
Yeah, something like that, mate.
Yeah. I was Mozzie anyway, sat there all quiet.
Looking cool.
I was Mozzie anyway, sat there all quiet.
It's Andy looking all fucking chilled out, you know what I mean? Are you looking for the March event now then, Andy? Is it all coming together now, yeah?
Yeah, it's all getting released in the next couple of days. Just got everything tied up now. It's just a case of getting all the marketing stuff ready.
Is there a date in that set for March? Because isn't
March 4th, then I think we're looking at the end of April. I think you're going to be on at end of April, Danny. March 4th.
Mate, that sound.
So obviously the April event's going to be up north, so
yeah, end of April and sound. Well, if Gaz is fighting in March and I'm fighting with April, I'll be at the show anyway. I'll fly down with Gaz and that will sort of hotel and that.
Yeah, Sam, mate, Sam.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be a good show, that anyway. I can't wait for all the fights to get released.
Wasn't there a date penciled in for that Fury U6 somewhere in March?
What? Say that again.
I don't think it's been officially. It's not official yet, is it?
What?
Right.
The March show?
No, the
Usyk.
Fury and Usyk, I think.
Okay, sorry, man, I misheard you.
No, it's all right. I think they're on about March.
Hopefully, it's not March 4th.
It's March 4th. Penciled in. It is. But it's one of them. You play it by ear at the time. You know, listen, you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I'm just me, aren't I? But one of them. March 4th doesn't sound like a good date at the minute, but you never know with these.
Mate,
Was Joshua fight on was it Joshua fight on Wembley?
Yeah, it's Wembley, didn't it?
That's right. Still, the show still done dead well in that, though, didn't it? For
we had that fight on. Then we had the train strikes as well, and Coldplay playing next.
There was a lot of variables went in, kind of fucking the show up, didn't it? But they still pulled it off.
Yeah, considering how well it did on the back of all that happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alone, proper shit on us, really.
Yeah.
So what's these other shows that are going to be happening in 2023? What type of shows are they going to be? Like size-wise, is it going to be like the Wembley shows, or are we going to have these small shows as well?
They're going to be the fight night shows, like in America. There's about 2,000 attendants.
And it'll just run concurrent now, like BKFC 38, 39.
Yeah, they're going down as numbered events now instead of the BKFC UK ones.
Did I hear that right? Saying the UK bit's getting jibbed and it's all.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're just going to be going down as numbered events. It's the same. Right. Everything else is staying the same. Just the branding side of it changing a little bit.
Yeah, sound.
I think it's better really because it keeps it all together, doesn't it? They're all part of the same thing and in the same league.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah. It's a good move. It just makes them bigger, more interesting events anyway. So they're going to put more into the production side of things as well, which is only a good thing for everybody involved.
Yeah.
I think they're still going to do one, maybe two big Wembley-sized events as well every year, like sort of Knuckle Mania that they're doing. soon over in America. They'll be the British ones will be happening twice a year as well over here, I think.
Well, like the main, like the main numbered ones, like the Wembley one was, like the Yanks coming back over to do any more shows at any time next year.
Yeah. They'll be doing 2, I think. We just not got any dates set yet.
Yeah, mint.
They're going to be at the Ovo Arena as well, aren't they?
I couldn't tell you at the minute. I know they're going to be at a similar sized, either there or a similar sized venue.
Oh.
So what'll happen with Anthony Holmes's belt now? Will he just still be the UK champion?
Yeah. Yes, it's still going to stand.
Yeah,
He'll be a champion in the UK. Yeah.
Christie, mate. I can't wait. It's just going to be massive, isn't it? Going to have all these new fighters like Jamie Cox, mate. I've really, really been waiting for Jamie Cox to make his debut because he's a hell of a fighter, isn't he? And it'll just be interesting to see him there, mate.
He will do some damage. That Jamie Cox will do some serious damage, mate. He's a top level pro man. We all know how good he is.
It's going to be interesting to see him transition over, isn't it? We've got
absolutely.
I've got him. Everything's matched for, I think, April. I'm just trying to get everything tied up contract wise and we can get it off at least.
Yeah, what sort of dates ish are you looking to, like, when will this show be confirmed by, like dates? And I know the main events usually go on the poster first and the undercard sort of gets made up as you go along. But what sort of dates will we'll get some confirmation, as in date, main and co-main for March?
We've got a meeting with David tomorrow to confirm the events, the dates, venue, everything like that. Hopefully tomorrow, then we can start working out when we're going to release it all, because we've only been 8 weeks between each show. You're going to probably need longer than that to.
Yeah, you want ideal. Yeah, obviously, you know yourself. the more time the fighters have got to prep, and that the better. It's not just
yeah. We'll give you. You'll have everything you need.
Yeah, of course. It's not obviously the how can I put it? It's obviously better for the fighters when they know and they've got a date set and they can train right towards that. But it's everything else that goes with it, isn't it? It's your ticket sales and your sponsors.
Yeah. I completely agree. We're always pushing to get things as quick as possible.
Yes, man.
Obviously, some of it's dictated to how quick they go over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're going to be chasing for a belt in 23, Danny.
Aye, listen, I'd fight any. I'd fight them all. You know what I mean? I don't. No disrespect to my last opponent, like, because he took the fight on short notice. But even as far as like sort of, how can I put it, mediocre-ish type fighters with mixed records and that, if they want to put me in with them, I you know what I mean. I have to sort of politely decline. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking for the best available opponents. You know what I mean? I only want to do another 3 or 4 fights, maybe. So, I don't want to be messing about in that. I want to be the best available opponents and. So if they've got belts or they're unbeaten or wherever they are, the bigger, the badder, the better. You know what I mean? I'll fight them all. Fight them tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, mate. And I've seen on your podcast, obviously, you and Terry having a little bit of crack with each other about maybe a future fight will happen. You've got a good little crack with each other now, you and Terry, haven't you? I
like Terry. Listen, Terry's cool. It was nice getting to sit down with him and just picking his brain a little bit. He's not only nice and polite and that, but he's a man. He's a proper bloke.
Yeah.
But it was nice getting to know him and speaking to him, and it was just an absolute pleasure spending time with him. He was on about he'd like to do the fight and that. Well, listen, I'd like to fight him as well. They're the sort of fights that I want to be in here for. I don't want to be going through people in the first round. They're the type of fights I want. I want tested. I want my skills and that, and my heart and that pushed to the edge. You know what I mean? Like it was that night in my debut.
Yeah.
But, listen, if they wanted to give Terry the fight again, if Terry maybe got a win or something, I know Terry's wrapping it in, but how can I put it? I don't see any great benefit from me fighting a man that I've already beat.
Yeah.
In the fashion that I beat him, and no disrespect intended whatsoever, but he'd probably love another crack at us because that's the type of person he is. And if I was 25-year-old and I had loads of years left, I'll fight him in the morning. But as it stands, I've beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Totally understand that.
Yeah.
Just trying to get, obviously, if you chase them for the belts and that as well, you have to go up and not like back down type of thing, don't you?
The belts would be nice. You know what I mean? Don't get it wrong. It's not like I haven't got like my targets set on them all. Like I need to be fighting for a belt or I need the champion out like that. I'm not putting any kind of demands for less of a better word. I'm not demanding anything. All I would like is the promotion to give me the best available fighters. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that.
Yeah,
We'll certainly try and do that for you, Danny.
Yeah, sound, mate.
Oh, we Mozzie, mate. Fucking hell, say something.
Word in edgeways.
You know me, mate. I'll talk a glass eye to sleep.
That's right, you crack on. And you deserve it. Do you know what I mean? You've come in, created a storm. You already created a massive storm. So it's time now, isn't it? You should be stepping up. You're ready for it. You're training for it.
Jack, the show's in Crystal Palace. He's asking when the show is. March 4th.
Is there no venue yet?
Yeah, we just can't release it yet. It's be releasing in the next few days.
Sweet.
Big up Liam Wilson in the comments. Hope you're all right, brother, and had a good Christmas. James Cooper. Bloodsport Boyo.
Super.
All right, Jack. I'm seeing Rob Cunningham is after the Rothwell fighter.
Yeah,
I haven't heard now, mate. I haven't heard none of that. I wouldn't though, would I? You know, I'm not in that loop, mate. You know, it's kind of Andy and Dave and sort of Mozzie's business. I don't know what to make of that fight. You know what I mean? Probably rather not comment. I don't know that Yank, but Rob's a really nice lad. I've met him in person. He's a top lad. Same as Liam. Liam and Matilda. They're probably obviously the first couple and to do it together on the stage and all that, which is massive. But as far as Liam and Matilda in person, probably two of the nicest people you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? They're absolutely cushy. Big shout out to the pair of them. I've been meaning to ring Liam for the last couple of days, just have a bit chat with him and that. I was even thinking about maybe next year flying over to Sweden for a couple of nights or something just to see them and do a bit of training. And I've got time on my hands now. I'm going to be travelling about everywhere. I'll be on the road. Here he is.
Hello. You right?
You all right, Connor, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, mate. You have a good Christmas and that?
Yeah, it's been good, mate. I've just been out, fucking had like a chicken platter, man, and a few cocktails.
The diet's not starting yet then, bro, no?
Nah, mate, you're fucking mad, aren't you?
Never stopped for Connor.
Huh?
It never stopped.
I never fucking diet, mate. You're mad. I don't need to. I'm too good. Mate, my diet's a fucking 4-day benders on the session.
What's been happening, Connor? Talk to us, bro.
Fuck all, to be fair. Fucking, I'm back in the gym now, so training. So I'm hoping to be fighting this year early. Get these two fucking two fights out of the way done on the contractors. I want to get that title, you see, on the last one. So just fucking training now. Back in the gym. Done my first day today. Done 5 rounds in a bag. I felt like my shoulders have come out of socket. I ain't hit a bag. I ain't hit the bag for fucking 1 week, but then I ate the punch bag for 4 months.
You feel good though, bro, to be back at it.
Yeah, it does feel good, to be fair. It does feel good, man. But I'm looking forward to just fucking having a couple of fights this year, 2-3 fights again, and living off the back of it and getting back on the parties and stuff with everyone.
Right, mate. Celebrate all the victories, innit?
Yeah, that's it, mate. What's been going on, everyone? Is everyone all right? Everyone had a good Christmas?
Yeah,
All good, mate. All good, Connor.
Cheer up, Bakey. Look, it's just had a splash. Oh, mate, fucking Peaky Blinder now. You know that.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah.
What did you make of the debut of the year awards?
To be fair, mate, I'm just, you know what? I take me out after fucking all the UFC fighters because they don't get enough recognition in this sport.
100%.
So, all the UFC fighters out there, it's about time they're getting the promotion they deserve. Especially that fat loud ass bold cunt, fucking Ben, that bastard. Smack him, silly old. Right, I went on that Planet Hank podcast today, man. I was like, oh, have you seen the debut of the year award? He's like, who had it? I went, that fat bold lard ass bastard Ben Rothwell. Yeah, I'm in Ben's fucking bad books at the moment. So Fuck man, anyway.
What did you think of him, Danny?
Listen, like, well, I don't pick them, do I? Do you know what I mean? It is. I salute everyone for getting the recognition and whatever the awards and that. I don't pick them, so obviously I have no influence in it. But I know fighting. I've been around fighting since I was 11-year-old. All whole range of combat sports. I'm a massive combat sports fan. I can watch anything as long as it's fighting. If I'm talking to guys, I'm talking to you, Ian. There's a fight on over there. I'm over there. Do you know what I mean? I've never been more intrigued by two men fighting, and all I'll say is, they're not the fights I would have picked. That's all I'll say. But full credit to them. It is what it is. And
I think I was going to say, Danny, I think like me and the missus had a chat earlier, and obviously we thought that obviously your fight was fought of the year with Terry. I haven't seen a better fight yet on the BKFC card this year. Can't really slag BKFC because fucking at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it's not down to we'd love a fan view. If it was a fan frenzy of votes and stuff, we'd get the right answers, and it hasn't. I don't know where it's come from, the selection, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And I said this to myself and thought, you know what, right? Why am I fucking bothered about not getting debut of the year? I never got no fucking money for it. I ain't fucking bothered about the thing. What I'm bothered about is getting in the ring, smashing some fucking cunt on the next one, smashing some cunt again, taking a bout, and then at the end of the year, we'll see who I go on.
Yeah. Yes,
that's all it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we should look. Fucking hell, the rankings. There's so many. There's so many. We say there's so many issues, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I woke up this morning, right? I cleaned my teeth, looked in the mirror. I fucking went to the gym. I got back. I thought, what a good-looking bastard I am. And I thought, you know what? Honestly though, I sat there now, in all honesty, and I thought, you know what? I ain't fucking getting hyped up about this. I'm not getting into the conversations with the fans. I'm not getting into the conversation with anyone about fucking who's been voted debut of the year, female of the year. Fucking, promotions are going to have favourites, faces, people that do things for the company, and that's what it is. What it is. It for me, like, would it bother? Someone went, "Oh, you got debut of the year." It's something to take for what, a day of saying, "Yeah, I got debut of the year. I did." I ain't gonna fucking carry that for the year, am I? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's about going out there.
The fucking negativity, is it?
No, it's about going out there, making a fucking splash on the next one, making a splash on the one after that, and just keep winning. At the end of the day, fucking, I'm 7-1 now. Another 3 more wins on the bounce, 10-1. That's quite unheard of in bare knuckle, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, it is.
Sort of record. So that's all. My aim now is to just keep going and keep being undefeated. I know I've been defeated, but on this run, 6 wins on the bounce, nearly 4 years on the trot. So keeping it going.
It's a big fight. It's coming your way, Connor.
Well said, mate.
Do you know any news on your next opponent and that, Connor? Like, obviously, if you can't share,
I can't give too much away. I've had a couple of to and fro's back, obviously, with like Marcy and Nate and that. But yeah, I kind of know that what I am going to take next, because I think I need to take it. I need to take this fight in order to win this fight to go on to get a title on the next one. I think the only problem with me, what I had was, what was a bit sore was when I fought Joe, I just thought that I was fighting for a world title after. You know what? I'm not. I couldn't give a fuck. I've just got to go out there and fucking blast some other lad now and get the job done, because like at the end of the day, all it's showing now, realistically, all it's showing now is the level of BKFC, the level of the fighters and the roster is going up. It is harder to get a world title, and I ain't going to slag other. No, fuck them. I'm going to say about other companies, mate. It's easier to get a world title in another company. You've got debut lads walking into another organisation and getting a world title fight.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get that here. I mean, I've fucking proved myself. Come over as a 5-1 fighter, right? When I beat Jeremiah Riggs, when I beat Joe Almore, and then I get told you've got to fight an eliminator. At first, I was pissed off, and then I thought, you know what? Fuck it, now they're doing it the right way, because when I win this world title, it's going to mean a lot. It's going to fucking mean a lot. Do you know what I mean? So, to me now, I've just got to win that strap, and I'll know now I'll be the best in the fucking world. That's all I've got to do.
Yeah, well said. Well said, mate. Like, I listen, very well said. It's like getting involved with the politics, and that is, it's not my business. You know what I mean? I'm allowed an opinion. You know what I mean? Most of the time, I keep that to myself.
But just got to concentrate on myself, what I do best. You know what I mean? Try to make marginal, or microscopic gains every day. You know what I mean? As long as you're making gains and you're doing more and you're getting somewhere, that's all I need to focus on. You know, get out there and show someone what time it is. Anyone. You know, like I say, I just want the best available lads. I've got from maybe 3-4 fights left in us, so I don't want to be, and if let's say, I mean, I don't think about losing, but no matter who I fight, no matter how the fight goes, no matter if the fight doesn't go my way, no matter how that fight goes, my stock won't go down because I come to fight every single time. You know what I mean? I don't care who they are, what belts they've got, what record, and that. It just doesn't bother. It doesn't interest us one bit. I'll get in there and I'll let them worry about what I'm going to do. I'm not worrying about what they're going to do. And
the bastard.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, mate? It'll just, my stock won't go down. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be one of them it just won't. You know what I mean? It's the way I fight. Yeah. And even like sort of fighters who you see like sort of patient. You see a lot of patient fighters that they're sort of waiting. They're looking for the one shot. And then if you get another fighter doing that, the fights aren't what they should be. And I'll make everybody fight. You know what I mean? I'll be fighting everybody at mid-range.
You've got your style though. You stand, you come, you bang, you fucking, you know what I mean, and you can box. And obviously it was a shame that to be. And I'll say this now for a few people that are on here that are probably watching is like, Danny fucking had a couple of opponents before fucking Godfrey came in. People were pulling out. They didn't want to fight him. Godfrey came in. Fair play. Give him an account of himself for somewhat or other. But it wasn't a test. But that wasn't your fault. Do you know what I mean? Because we've seen you against Terry. And even though Terry'd never done bare knuckle before, in my opinion, fucking after watching that fight between you two, that was a very fucking top high level class fight. That wasn't bare knuckle. It was brilliant, mate. So you proved yourself at that level already, and it was just a shame that you didn't get a fucking that first, the first opponent you originally wanted. But I think there's plenty of big fights out there as well for you. Yeah. And it's just about like the whole of bare knuckle, like BKFC UK. It's building it, like we're never gonna be walking into title shots after 2 or 3 fights. We know. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But, I got it on my last company, but if I look back on that, mate, I fought a guy from Northfield for a world title, mate. I'm the Birmingham world champion. You know what I mean? So fucking at the end of the day, it is what it is. Back in the day, I thought it was a title. If you want my honest opinion, mate, it's my world title about sitting in a closet full of mold, mate, with the diamonds falling out. So the diamonds, I say fucking sequins, but you know what I mean. So I think. In what we want now, when you look at it bare knuckle, I think you just want a legacy. I think the money and the fame is all good, but I want people like you'll want people to look at you and go, fucking, I remember you in that BKFC when it started. Like Ken Shamrock when he started off for UFC and Royce Gracie. They're the people now, right, who I like was at the very start of UFC, who people still remember to this day, and that's what I want to be like. You want to be, we was at the point of the start of it when it was fucking kicking off. I think it'll go there. To be fair,
absolutely, mate. I'm very proud and privileged and honoured for that matter. To be involved with the BKFC when the promotion, the way it's grown, the biggest sport, or probably the biggest, fastest growing promotion on earth. So it's just. And with me only giving myself another year, it's like, I'll look back on my career and it's not even finished yet. And I know just because of the way I fight and what I bring to the table, I'll be able to look back and say, something I really enjoyed that and look back on it with some pride, something to show my kids, something that's going to live on, when I'm finished.
Of course. And like Andy now, like in his BKFC UK pajamas, bless him. I can't let you really come on myself. I've got to fucking say that. Right, I'm just a wanker and all. No, but to be fair though, like fucking. Remember when we went and fucking had a look at that venue and that, the hangar? And
I do, mate.
I said, like, all I kept saying was, remember, from then we was just saying, I was saying, fucking hell, man, it'd be great if BKFC come over. It'd be great if you integrated with them. And we're here with it, And
mate, it's class. We've got a real good set of people working together on it as well. All the top.
Yeah, we have.
Everyone's good. We don't want any dickheads on board with us. It's people negative, just talking shit online. Anybody's about that, we're just not interested. It's going to be a professional company at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's the fucking message out there to everyone. We don't give a fuck if you're 50 and I'm in a red line, you fucking wanker. But now it's good though, because it's good to see the community of bare knuckle coming together, and it's nice to see the fight. And one thing I've realised is from the very start of doing bare knuckle in my career, and that's with other organisations, is and you tend to see this in a promotion. That there's a lot of almost like you're a massive family, all different weights, and you're all friends of each other. You know, you fight each other, you fucking shake each other's hand, and you're done. I love that about bare knuckle. That's one thing I do like about bare knuckle. There's a lot of respect there, a lot of fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's good when everyone gets together. It is just like a big family, isn't it, when everyone's there.
It's a gentleman's sport, and it is a
Yeah, it is good.
Like I was just saying to Danny there, obviously he had his fight with Terry, and then like now he's just jumping on a podcast with each other, talking to each other like the best mates, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's great to see, man.
You get it. I mean, I got Jeremiah and his family asked me to go over to Mississippi. Joe Almore's asked me to go over and stay with their family. You know what I mean? In America,
Mint, man.
It's good because you don't get that, and that's what I like about bare knuckle as well. If you look at bare knuckle, you don't get journeyman. Okay, we've got the odd fucking, we call them lower downs. You know what I mean? Where they'll go in and they're not really looking to take a shot, but it's bare knuckle, mate. I don't think you want to go in as a journeyman and be a bare knuckle fighter as a journeyman. It's impossible to be a journeyman. It's a bit like, who wants to be getting fucking punched in the skull bare knuckle? You know what I mean? For every week in, week out, and different shows. That's what I love. Like everyone comes like, even not when you fight the guys that are not expected to beat you, there's still that. Oh, what if though? What if he catches me? What if he knocks me out with a
all the fights.
Every fight, innit?
Even I put the fight cards together and I sit there and I can't see who's going to win.
Yeah, you will because you like.
It's proper exciting to watch though because I sit there ringside just fucking like. I just can't wait to see the fights after looking at it so long on a piece of paper.
Remember when fucking Sean McFarlane fought Will Carnes and we all expected Sean McFarlane to walk through him and fucking Will Carnes just went bang and just spread him out on the fucking canvas.
He's a fucking dangerous guy in this day, Will Carnes.
Yeah, Will Carnes is a fucking good fighter, mate. He moves well as well and he can fucking bang. Like he's got the technique and all that. He's experienced, isn't he?
He's unpredictable.
Yeah.
You know,
hasn't he had something like 1,000 fights or something mad, 700 fights?
Yeah, something. I think it's close to 1,000 now. Maybe not already over it.
Yeah, Will's
as well, having 99 fights this year.
Yeah, he's been around on the circuit a long time. And you know what I like about Will? He's just fucking gum shield and travel. That's all he is. Like, he don't train. He's not a fucking hard. He doesn't do camps like we all do camps. Like he's just on the fucking top. You know what I mean? In and out the gyms. Gets called up for a fight. Huh?
He's not been to a gym for years, has he?
I don't think he has. No, he's just fucking. It's a game.
He fights 3 times a week.
Yeah, I take me after him though, mate. Anyone who fucking takes up a bare knuckle fight last minute and he doesn't come to lose as well. He comes to fucking win.
No, he's a reliable guy. Will, to be fair.
I mean, he gave Liam a good fight, didn't he? Give Liam a good fight.
Yeah, that was a good fight. And
Liam as well because he was the most experienced guy Liam had been in there with. It was a good little
it's a tester,
step up for Liam. He could go on to decent things as well, Liam Wilson.
Yeah, 100%, definitely.
He's still pretty inexperienced, right? He's actually fought up and trained for a massive amount of time. It's only 3 or 4 years, 4 or 5 years max. He's already trained.
Yeah, he's class, Liam. He's a good lad as well. I'm Matilda.
I remember watching him fight Liftweight years ago down in Stoke on that Back to the Bone show.
It's coming through, and it's nice to now to see like the BKFC Newcastle card, and there was quite a few guys that are making their debuts. Some of them really impressive, and all that Everton, that fucking lad from Everton, who was he? The Liverpool lad, he was a good
Lee Brown.
Lee.
Yeah, he's not massively experienced, but he's trained with some high level guys for years. He's just had a bit of a mad life.
Lewis Keane will do good things, mate. Lewis Keane's a fucking hell of a fighter, I think.
Yeah,
Lewis is a beast as well.
He's perfect for bare knuckles.
He's something else. I love that style. That's what I love. He's got and I don't know if he's done amateur boxing, but mate, he's so fucking like amateur.
Comes from a K1 background, doesn't it, Lewis?
Mate, it's lovely to watch.
Anyway.
Oh God. The only thing I was saying is he needs to just settle a bit. He's a bit high energy, high pace, and when in bare knuckle, it's like you've got a lot. What you get. I always learn how to read the ring well. I do now and read my opponent. And there's times where you don't have to be a high energy full on, and you can just switch off.
Experience that with Lewis.
Yeah, that's it. But mate, he's fucking. He's to be fair, he's mustard for a kid who's not very experienced.
10 fights.
Very good, mate. That's what I said. I think I commented on one of the things. I said this kid's fucking good, man. I enjoyed watching him.
Lots of good things.
That's what you want to see, though. You want to see high-level skilled fighters coming into BKFC, because it means then that the level of the pub pisshead fighter or the fucking ex-white collar fighter who's had fucking 7 white collars and no good.
We're not interested in any of them guys, mate. We
No.
want the top. We want the best guys we can get our hands on. And that's what we're looking for constantly. We just want to bring all the best fighters from all the different backgrounds and put them in the mix together, which is one of the most interesting things about the sport itself. Just having all the different disciplines fighting each other. It's like the early days of UFC, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but mate, I didn't understand. I watched a Ken Shamrock UFC fucking 2 card the other day. To be honest, mate, I've seen a bit of it on the Valor and I was just watching. And I watched Ken Shamrock, mate. It's all bare knuckle. It's bare knuckle MMA, isn't it? And I was a bit like, well, I remember fucking Dana White banging on about being bare knuckle being fucking too ridiculous and that. And I thought, and then I remember watching, thinking, well, hang on a minute, fucking the start of UFC was all bare knuckle. It was sumo wrestlers fighting fucking Muay Thai fighters.
Fucking hell, man. What sport do you think has got the best advantage? What combat sport in the BKFC do you think has got the best advantage? Would you say it's MMA with the clinch and stuff like that?
I don't know. MMA.
I've always thought boxing, mate. Boxing's the best.
I think the MMA movement's better. Well, Connor's got good feet like an MMA fight, but with them fighting with smaller gloves on, they're in and out a bit better. They work. The traditional boxing style doesn't work quite well.
Yeah.
You have to adapt to that. The MMA guys don't so much.
Fighting at kicking range, and then they've got all that training what's already hardwired into them with the clinch, and it's that's where a lot of my training needs to go, the clinch, because like I say, when you're in there, like when I was in there with that Teddy, and you're just exposed, you know what I mean? It's not like boxing. They're not going to tell you to break if someone's grabbing or you punching you in the head, you know what I mean? So you need to fight for position. You need to know where to have your hand, where to have your free hand, where to, the positioning of your body and your torso, and it's all thinking. When you're thinking in there, you're getting beat. Your punches and stuff should happen like without thinking, instinctively, just through your training should just take over. When you're in there and your brain's turned on, you try to think, right, where should I put this and where should I put that, and the whole time you're getting your face smashed in. It's not a nice place to be. So the clinch works probably what makes it the most entertaining platform, because what it is, isn't it? It's more of a fight. And if you look across the weights, it's the MMA lads that seem to be doing the best, you know what I mean? But
that, you know what that is, Dan? That's because there's been no good boxers that have come into the sport. That's the truth.
That's true.
The only good boxer that's come in, a purist boxer, and I ain't even a pro, I'm an amateur, is me. And that is the only one in, really. They've got fucking Austin Trout. And if Austin Trout can fight like he does in the glove, mate, fucking he'll be a problem for everyone, he will.
Yeah.
This is the thing now where the MMA guys, in my opinion, will start to fall short against the high class operators who can box, who can move the feet. Because MMA guys, some of them are good on the feet, but a lot of them, mate, are very flat footed, and a lot of them look for takedowns and they use their upper body and kicks to work their way in. It don't happen in that. I mean, to me, the closest thing sport to BKFC is boxing with a bit of clinch work. That is it. That's it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Liam Wilson, I'd approve the headbutt, like. He loved it, really. But you done well with Elmore, didn't you? I was just watching that fight again earlier, and like you're striking him back in the clinch, and the clinch didn't really seem to work for him in that fight.
So when we trained, me and Simon in the gym, when we first originally trained for Jim Allers, mate, Jim Allers works in the clinch. He was going to come forward and try and take out. Basically, Jim Allers runs forward, right, and looks to grab you in the clinch and work you in. So we was dropping out of the clinch, and we worked to fight in the clinch as well. So when I fought Riggs, right, you've seen it a couple of times when we got in the clinch, I thought you have to fight with him in the clinch, and that's what Tyler Goodjohn didn't do, you see. Tyler didn't fight with Palomino in the clinch, so Palomino was battering him in the block, basically battered him in the clinch. So then all the Americans were like, the British can't handle the clinch, the British are shit in the clinch. The last 2 fights, I fucking weathered the clinch, it's fine. Or easily just put them in an inactive clinch. So basically, like, tie their arm up, bring them close to you and hold them until the ref breaks it, because they have to break you for an inactive clinch. That's all I would do now. You'll see it a couple of times on Joel, he'll grab me and then I'll just squeeze his arms together and hold him. He can't do
nothing. Background, haven't you? You know a lot of the Thai clinch stuff, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've worked like with the Thai boxing club down the road in Wheelie Castle and stuff like my mates up through Thai. But just putting them in an inactive clinch. As soon as they get me in a clinch, just drop that fucking lead arm down when they're in the clinch, tie them up, look at the ref and just hold them. I'll just hold them all day. I ain't getting a point took off me because I'm fighting on the outside. It's when you're fucking constantly trying to inactive clinch them. But
it's not naturally thinking it as well, like Danny said there, and I've mentioned it before. You see a lot of people get in the clinch in these fights where they've got the opportunity to strike in the clinch, but they're just not naturally thinking that they can punch in the clinch. Do you know what I mean? You see that all the time as well.
I remember when Joe Almore put me in the clinch at the end of the first round. It's like I thought I lost the first round. And I remember, there weren't fucking hard punches. They were really annoying, like. And I remember just thinking, I was getting it, and in my head I'm thinking, get the fuck off me! I remember just thinking, I don't like it. Fucking funny, man. I remember just getting like whacked about 1 million times, and he was like, it's just that I'm going, I don't even know if I remember saying in the clinch line, get off me, get off me! I fucking hate it. Oh, I hate getting. They're not like hard. So look, if you use it properly and you like bring them into it, but because I was like sort of like down with him, like it was just these tiny little things, man. I don't even remember if I fucking said to him, like, "Get off me!" I can't remember. Fucking hell, that would have thrown him off, wouldn't it? Get off me! You're hurting me.
That's the question Sam will post it when he sees. Can you ask Danny a question for him, please? Yeah, send the question through. I'll ask him, of course I will.
Oh God, my back is killing me.
How did you find the clinch against Riggs?
All right, yeah, mate. To be fair, yeah. There's that one couple of times he caught me on the way out of it. That's because I stupidly went, if you bend your body 90 degrees, head goes down, and you go down at the waist, you're prone to it. So me and Simon, like, obviously after that, worked out a method to sort of, so what you do is, like, you know, when you're squatting in a straight position. So when they grab hold of you, right, when they pull down the back of your head, if you drop your knees, if you drop like that, yeah, the weight falls on top of you and you roll out. So we was practicing that on the last one. But yeah, the Riggs one, to be fair, there was a couple of mistakes, but it weren't too bad.
I think if you've got good distance and good footwork, it's fucking hard work to get the clinch.
Yeah, that's what I've done that round.
You know, that's why I say boxing is better than MMA in bare knuckle for me, because they're used to using the kicks as well. Do you know what I mean? The whole balance is different.
Yeah, definitely.
What is after the jockeys?
Well, lads, I'm going to wrap it up. It's been a pleasure.
Nice one for coming on, Danny, mate. Much respect.
Thank you, mate. Big shout out, everybody. Bye-bye for now.
See you soon, Danny, lad.
See you later, brother. Ta-ra, mate.
I'm going to make a move in a few minutes as well, Lou.
No worries, mate. No worries. Really appreciate it, bro, coming on. Rob Cunningham in the comments there.
I'll make a move then, boys. Take it easy. Cheers for having us on,
Yeah,
Lou.
about
Mate.
And it was down to 3.
Is anyone else coming out tonight?
What time are you going back out?
Just come back from the fucking. I'm going to bed after this. I'm tired. Is anyone else coming on?
Nah, not really, mate. Fucking few of them couldn't make it in that. But Feldman come on, but his signal was a bit bad.
It's that fucking dial-up.
Yeah, that's what it'll be, mate. He's on fucking 2G.
Wrapped his phone in tinfoil trying to get signal. Made a little antenna on it.
What a quote hanging out the window.
We're just working on in the background something for Connor. We can't announce it just yet. We're just in the negotiation process, but there's a big fight coming up for Connor.
Yeah, definitely, mate. And so there should be. It's fucking well deserved, man.
Well, I'll announce it now. I'm fighting tonight. Sleep.
Fucking bastard. I was expecting you to fucking give us a bit of juice. That was going. It's like Westlife splitting up one by one.
Serious.
Big Rob Cunningham there. Going to be getting there, looking for the Ben Rothwell fight. I should have asked it to David there when he was on. Warren Scott, God bless. The Fuse UK, yes. Sam, where's this? Oh, Danny's gone now anyway.
Hey, Rob, you couldn't fall asleep, son.
You got a date, yeah, Connor, for your next one. Obviously, can't announce it yet, can you?
Nah, I haven't. All depends.
What's that on? Is that on the juicy dollar?
Nah,
As Chazza would say, the cheese, baby, the cheese.
you're the rats that could get the cheese.
Big up the cheese, baby. Big up the cheese.
Nah, yeah, just negotiating at the moment, and then when it's all sorted, hopefully you can announce it. And
Should be sorted this week.
yeah, if it all goes, I'm to be fair, mate. At the start, all I say about it, I was a bit like, nah, I was a bit fucking against it. But to be fair, now I'm more up for it because I think it's going to benefit me and stay active. I can get active early in the year as well, which is good for me. So
This one is promised to be a title eliminator. So
yeah,
after this one, it's going to be the big one. Connor just smash through this kid, as we know we will, and then bang.
Definitely, mate. 100%.
Hey, Rob just said, have you had a fight with his sunbed?
Oh, wait.
It's sunny here.
I was having a fight with your hairdresser, Rob. Good team, though.
Great group chat with you all, Connor and Danny, both class fighters, and look forward to seeing them getting the bigger shots they deserve.
Yeah.
Well said, bad at the bone.
Couple of shots of Sambuca, hopefully.
So what's the crack now? You're fully in training camp, Connor?
So I'm just ticking over
easing back into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I want to give myself like an 8 to 9 week, very solid camp. And do you know what? The past 2 camps I've had, no offense to like my opponents and that, but I've took the piece. Like I went to like a rave 5.5 weeks before the New York one. Then obviously like the thing about going out that one night before and having like a couple of shots of Sambuca. Then obviously like the Joe Almore fight. I was out 5.5, 6 weeks just before that on the piece, like on an all-day, like fucking 2-day bender. And took the piece really, to be fair. And I said to myself, said to the miss, said, look, this next one now, I'm going to take it serious. I need to fucking do a proper 8-9 week camp, nutritionist, the lot. You know, she's fucking going like in the background, the big you know, I'm gonna do it properly with a nutritionist and that, and do it the right way, man. Because I need to take this. I can't just win. I said this to Simon today. I'm not looking to win. I'm looking to knock this guy out. I need a big fucking performance. You know what I mean? Because the last one, right, I had to get the win with Joe Almore, and I didn't want to take unnecessary damage, or I didn't want to take unnecessary shots. So for me, it was just controlling the fight, staying in second and third gear, and just getting that fucking win. But now it's like I've looked at the guy that I could potentially be facing, and I'm a bit like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna fucking give it to this guy. And if I don't get a knockout, I just want to like piece him up big time, man. I just want to I'd do like exactly what I've done to Riggs, man, and just cut him to ribbons, man. Just like, you know what I mean, just smash him up. That's exactly what I want to do. Because I need people now to be not talking about whoever wins at the end of January, you know, out of Slavetsky and Sedano. I need people to sort of be dismissing that and saying, nah, this guy is going to be the one now. This is going to be the fucking champion. So I've got to put on a champion performance now. You know what I mean? A big performance is coming.
Yeah, fucking right, mate. 100%. I can't wait to see it, bro. And it'll definitely happen, mate. Yeah,
it'll happen, mate. I just got to fucking put in a word. And I've got, do you know what? I'm so buzzing. I've got a lot of contacts and a lot of links now. The sparring is endless, you know what I mean? I've got links with fucking Tyson Fury's gym, Billy Joe Saunders' gym. I've got links fucking with Michael Venom Page's gym, do you know what I mean? Derek Chisel there, shoot fighters. And I never utilised that in my last fight. I did with Michael Venom Page, but that was a bit heavy sparring for me a week before. I shouldn't really done it.
Did you have a proper heavy spar with each other when you went to meet MVP?
Yeah, we had me and MVP went for it for 7 rounds, man. And he eats hard as well. And to be fair, he was wearing 14-ounce gloves and was wearing no head guards. And he actually cut me. Look, I don't really get cut. I had a tiny cut above my eye, and that, like, to be fair, it sort of fucking panicked me. But I'm glad in a way that I was getting hit with them shots because it conditions you, it conditions your brain. It sounds silly that does, but
Yeah, you need to take shots though, don't you? To
you
like,
have to that's why I spar like the likes of like Daniel Podmore and stuff in the gym and the heavyweights and Noah Burton, who's Tyson Fury's cousin. They're like 18, 19 stone blokes. So when I'm getting hit by them, it's almost conditioning the brain for me for when I'm taking big shots in bare knuckle. But yeah, I you know what I mean? Like fucking, this camp will be better. You know, I want to be having the hard spars as well, a good 3-4 weeks before, and the last 2 weeks I want to be having the fast, quick spars with the lighter opponents and tweaking it up. Done it a bit wrong before, so this is you're gonna see that. I think. Wow, I'm promising everybody that everyone's gonna see the best version with this one.
yeah, definitely, mate. What's this here? Matilda will spy you. Matilda will spy you, con.
Go on then, mate. We'll do it. I'll spy you both.
Come on. What are you saying, Moggy, mate?
All good, bro. Got a lot going on in the background.
Yeah, mint, mate, mint. Big up,
I just want to do a big shout out to Icy Mike Kimber, who was Kimbo Slice's manager. He's we're going to be doing some stuff together soon. Can't really discuss or announce anything just yet, but we've got some major things coming. Been chatting to him on and off for quite a while now, and I just want to big him up because he's been good with his input and everything. So going to see some big things soon.
Yeah, man. Good, mate. Good. Does Connor have a channel? Yeah, it's the Brumtown Bomber on YouTube. Is it still there?
Yeah, I still need to post some more stuff on it.
Yeah, the Brumtown Bomber it is, mate, on YouTube.
I'm looking forward to like Mozzie's stuff with Mr. Kipling cakes.
Mr. Kipling.
Right, when you said Kimbo's Lost, I thought, Mr. Kipling, fuck off.
I'd couldn't.
Oh, fucking hell.
I watched a bit of that Hank podcast before. He tagged me in it. Fucking joking, innit?
Tearing him. He was fucking killing me about you.
He's just quality, man. Yeah, with the Mickey thing.
Yeah, he was on about Mickey. He was like, basically, because Hank's a proper, very like pro-American guy, and you got to know how to take him. So I absolutely rinsed him, mate. I terrorised the pants off him, and he was like, "Man, you make fucking Mozzie." He's like, I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm on the fucking podcast with fucking Arnold Adams. I'm like, fuck Mick Terrell, man. Fuck England. Fuck
I was in his inbox, man.
He's like, Mozzie messaging me like, mate, fuck, you sort your shit out. You fucking couldn't you make it? He's like, bro, get to know who the fuck I am, man. We're taking the fucking piss out of each other.
We're cool now. All good now, though.
He's funny, to be fair, man. I was terrorising him today, man. It's fucking funny.
He's a funny guy, like the Hank. I just like his energy. He's got good energy, and he just doesn't give a fuck.
Nah. He's mate. I love it. One thing, obviously, BKFC probably don't like is he goes in on BKFC, and they don't like that. Look, he doesn't give a fuck. So basically, he gives the fighters airtime, and he wants you to like he'll like stir the pot of it. So like, say if like I don't know, like Jack Grady, he's like, Grady, did that fucking page you have there? And he's like, no, but obviously Grady wants to fight, and he's going, yeah, but I think they will, like, and he's going, no, they won't. Fuck BKFC, man, they're not gonna pay you. Mate, he's a fucking shit star, man. It's funny. But you
he's a comedian as well, isn't he? Is he some stand-up comedian or something?
Yeah, to be fair, I'd fucking in it. Yeah, he's actually in the fucking the deaf school. Yeah, man. No, he was just saying he was doing a couple of jokes in it, man. I said, "Fucking hell, well, they're deaf, dumb, and blind." Where he was giving them, he's like, "The thought that was funny, man." I said, "You fucking ain't funny, you long-haired grebo prick."
You'll probably be watching it now. It's on Facebook as well.
Oh, mate, I fucking love him, man. He's hilarious. I fucking terrorise him. I just try popping the comments from that man, and I'm just so fuck Planet Wank. Just like, who the fuck's called the Brumtown Bombers in the fucking comments? And I'm like, fuck you, Hank, you fucking wanker.
He was singing the fucking chant with you earlier, wasn't he, on the fucking live?
I done that fucking There's Only One Brumtown Bomber, and I went walking along, singing a song, shooting on Planet Anchor as we go.
Loves it, man.
What fights do you want to see, Lou? What fights are you looking forward to, or do you want to see?
To be fair, mate, I just want to see. I really do want to see the UK lads in big fights for the belts and that. You know what I mean? That's what I do want to see, mate. But I like all the matchups really in the BKFC. I don't really see posters that come out and I'm like, oh, fucking hell, that's a shit fight. They could have, do you know what I mean? I think they really do good matchups. But what I really want to see, I'd like to see like Conor fighting for a belt next year, 100%.
You will be.
I think I'd like to see James Lilly fighting Bobby Taylor next, I reckon. That's a good fight. And then I'd like to see the winner, either the winner get the belt or the winner fight, say, Palomino. Because we know Palomino's not going to fight now. He ain't going to fight me. But that'd be a good fight. I'd like to see, because obviously me and James actually fought each other in November 2019. Yeah. And so like me and James are good friends, and we've been, we started off with the same management, and we started off working like almost like talking every day. And I speak to James a lot. He's a good friend of mine now.
Yeah,
and he's a very good mate. He's a really good bare knuckle. He's up there, one of the best. Do you know what I mean? He's almost as good as me, bless him. But no, but he's. I love James. He's a fucking top lad, man, and he deserves. For me now, because I know how old James is. And I know that he hasn't got long left in the career. I'd like to see James now fight for a title. As like me now, we've both had 2 good wins. He fought Pellerano, then he's fought Tyler. He deserves a title shot. I deserve a title shot. And I think it will go down to he fights an eliminator, I fight an eliminator, and then we both fight for a title, hopefully.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
I'm looking forward to seeing that Belcher and Adams fight me. Because the winner of that takes Mickey. But obviously, I like Arnold. I've been around Arnold for the past fucking 2 years. He's a top guy.
Arnold, right? Yeah, for his technical. We've been with. I said this on Planet Ank. He's the best heavyweight in the world at the moment. He holds the belt right, and he's been clever with it. And I said the only person now I actually thought I'd give him trouble is Boucher. I think Boucher give him trouble because he's a pretty good boxer. Boucher is. He's not fantastic, but he moves like a middleweight because he was a middleweight. You know what I mean? He's never always been a heavyweight. And then I said the 2, fucking the way Mickey performed against Steve Banks, and this is not me just being biased because it's UK. When I seen him moving and boxing like that, I thought, mate, that's the fucking fighter that'll beat Arnold Adams. That's how he needs to fight. And he just proved it by doing it. But if he sits tight now, he's done 2 big fights, before the end of the year. Sits tight, and hopefully in the summer you get that. Is that February the 24th? And it Boucher.
Yeah, that's the comeback.
I reckon it'll be the winner will defend April, May, June, July, July, August, or
summertime morning.
Yeah, it'll be a long wait. I think it'll be a long wait for Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey's happy with the weight. He's happy with the weight. He gets to spend a bit of time with family. He's got a couple of holidays to fit in. But I know for a fact when Mickey fights Arnold next, hopefully Arnold comes through because Mick wants that rematch. Yeah. I know that, fucking hell, trust me, Mickey will be holding that belt. I promise you.
I'd like to say, I'm really interested to see that fight on because that's a proper clash of styles. Because like Arnold's a very calculated, and then Adams is like Arnold. Sorry, he's very calculated, and Boucher's very upright boxer. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's going to be a good fight. That is because that Boucher.
They've both got great IQ, haven't they? The IQ in there, man. Especially in bare knuckle.
But this is it now. You're looking at. I mean, I can't fucking blame him to be fair. As much as I slag him and want to fight him, not Palomino, mate. He's up there as one of the best, and his IQ is fucking unbelievable.
You've got to do what you've got to do to get the fights, haven't you?
Lorenzo Hunt, mate, he proves himself time and time again. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking up there, and he's hard to beat. If you look at a lot of the fighters in BKFC now that hold the belts, it's very fucking hard to pick people to beat them now. Do you know what I mean? And
that's one good fight that I'd say I'd like to see coming back as well. We mentioning the belts there. Now Johnny Bedford's gone. Is Dak Gwynn and Reggie Barnett, mate? I think that'll be.
Yeah. I think that'll happen. I speak to that now. I think that'll happen. To be fair, I think that will be in play. I reckon that will fight.
Yeah, good fight that, won't it?
Mate, it'll be good. That's fucking good as well, man. That is
fucking
good.
Beast,
Again,
Fucking
Again,
beast.
Reggie Barnett, fucking unbelievable. That unbelievable, really good.
Two good boxers, aren't there? Like the very few good boxers in the BKFC.
Reggie's actually MMA, but he's fucking developed as a boxer really well.
Got good footwork and that, hasn't he?
Yeah, when you look at like the top level of like, I mean, Kristen Farias, fucking unbelievable. She's just a monster, taking everyone out. You look at the champions, like I say, man, like it's so hard. Like that Dave Mundell, mate, he's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
That Francesco Ricci is a good fighter.
That was fucking ruthless. That
I can't believe he just didn't let Francesco Ricci get into the fight, and he just destroyed him, mate. And he battered Julian Lane as well. That's what I mean. Now the caliber's going up. Mike Richmond now holding the light heavyweight. Mike Richmond's a fucking machine. You know what I mean?
Who do you think I'll have that out with Mike Richmond and Lorenzo Hunt? It'll be a good fight, that one.
I think that'll be a good fight. You want my honest opinion? I don't think Mike Richmond being at a heavier weight suits him. Do you know Mike Richmond can get down to 165 £?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He struggled a bit with Isaac Doolittle, didn't he? But Isaac Doolittle's a good fighter, mate. He's very like scrappy.
Isaac Doolittle's good, but for me, I just thought that Mike was carrying too much weight in that fight.
He can get down to 165 £, Mike Richmond.
Mate, he used to fight at 155.
yeah,
Fucking hell, man.
He fought at 175. He was fighting at 175.
Yeah,
mate, if you listen to his interviews, right, he said this is what he said he's going to do. He said he's going to beat Lorenzo Hunt. He's going to drop down to 175, and he said his last bout he wants is the 165. And then I obviously messaged him and said it will be a good fight between me and you, but I don't think you'll be getting that bout. It'll be a good fight, mate. He's dangerous. He's got fucking power in both hands. He's southpaw. He's awkward. He sits low. Again, top notch. When you look at the champions, mate, and the top 2-3 fighters in it, it's scary how good the fighters are. Like that's what I mean now. Like when you win a bout in BKFC, you are a legitimate world champion. You're not a world champion. You're a legitimate fucking contender in the world. You're the best bare knuckle fighter in the world at that weight. Because I'm not slagging off like any companies here, but I can't see like BYB, BKB, Hardcore. I've looked at their champions. And because of their rosters are so small and the rosters so big, it's like you've got like BAMA, Cage Warriors, and then UFC. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like UFC, the champions are so hard to beat. Like obviously Usman was fucking unbelievable. He was hard to beat. Then obviously Rocky Edwards was beating. You've got all the top champions. You know what I mean? Like that fucking got the Russian name and he's a Australian lad.
Volkanovski.
Yeah, Volkanov, fucking unbelievable, mate. You can't pick people to beat them. You'll sit there and think, no one's going to beat these for a long time. And when you get to a stage like that, that's when you know, you're at the top of the tree. That's when you've won a title in a fucking roster that's so hard in a company that's so fucking rammed with the best fighters in the world, and you're at the top of the tree holding that belt. That's when you know you're the best in the world. Like you look at Arnold Adams and Alan Boucher, two massive fucking really good heavyweights to beat. Like Mick knows it's not fucking walking apart for them fights. Me, even looking at the eliminators now, like that Cedeno and fucking Slavatsky. That Slavatsky's going through everyone. He's like 4-0. That Cedeno is a Cuban fighter. He's tough as fuck. Who can bang? You know, it's not going to be an easy ride. And the harder it is, the sweeter it is when I think you're that world champion, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, mate. It's been definitely earned, and it's a proper belt, mate. It's a proper fucking
it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I think when you get it, though, I think, like, that's why it's just for me now, it's a be all and end all to be a champion. It's before it was like just the legacy, but I think the legacy with BKFC is holding that belt.
Whatever happened to that Jared kid?
Jared Grant. He had a bad injury, didn't he? He's coming back, though.
Yeah, but he's not fought since. Like, what's happened?
Yeah, I think that, to be fair, mate, he's had a baby in that. He's had a baby in that. But that, to be honest, mate, that Reggie Barnett fucking just peppered him bad, but beat him up, didn't he, man? Big time. I just don't think he expected it, to be fair. When you were,
he couldn't get going, could he?
Yeah, when you're a champion on top of the world, mate, if you get put out like that and your bout took off, you like that really knock your confidence. That would. And I haven't had a bout, and I've been knocked out, and it knocks your confidence fucking massively. It takes you a good couple of fights to rebuild it. But yeah, Richmond was set to fight Sweeney on the same show I fought James Kennelly. When I fought for the world title, Mike Richmond was set to go and fight Jimmy Sweeney, and then Mike Richmond pulled out and signed a BKFC contract and didn't sign with BKB.
Mad. As if he was going to fight Sweeney, mate, but now he's fighting Lorenzo Hunt.
I'll be honest. I like Sweeney and that, but I just think Mike. I think Mike would have done Sweeney, to be fair.
Yeah.
Different fighter. He's fucking hits hard as well, Mike. I mean, look at Barry Jones, mate. He's dangerous. He's
I say that to you, Moz, didn't I? Barry Jones, mate, fucking hell of a fighter, mate. Good boxer, and he's tough as fuck, isn't he?
And he hits hard. It's like a train, mate. Look, I mean, there ain't not many people in bare knuckle that could do that to Jimmy Sweeney both times and stop him early. He done it both
Jimmy's
times.
had a lot of fights now, though, hasn't he? How many fights?
That's what I mean. He's like 37 or something like that.
Do you know what I mean?
A lot
paved the path, didn't he, Jimmy, man, back in the day as well.
It's a shame, though. It's a shame that he never cut loose and he did go to BKFC, because I think he would have got, like, this is the problem now. Like, he done really well in BKB and he made himself a bit of a pioneer. And I think now BKFC coming to the UK and that, and the massive fights going on and stuff with BKFC, it would have been nice to see Jimmy go over to BKFC, cement an America, get himself an American, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Build an American fan base, smash some fucking great opponents in the BKFC, and then retire on the back of that. Like, I've been over both. But I think the only thing that I think will let him down with this now is if he doesn't do that, I feel like he won't be remembered as such, because I think if BKFC take over the whole bare knuckle scene fully in the UK, people are only going to remember the BKFC fighters.
Yeah, BKB will be forgot type of thing, won't it?
Yeah, and that's not slagging him off, but obviously that's if they don't pull the finger out and do something substantial now, signing huge fighters and making it, you know what I mean, huge. And moving out of because they're not at the O2, they're in the Indigo. Do you know what I mean? When they move out, it's an auditorium really. It's where they do comedy shows and that's what it is. It ain't really. I mean, they do the odd boxing show, and you don't even know if they do UFC shows there, but they do like white collar and boxing shows and stuff there, and they've done like boxer, but. They need to start travelling around. With the regional shows now with BKFC, you'll pick up more and more fans for each region. That's what fucking BKFC done in America, and that's what they've done so well now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, an hour and a half we've been on, boys.
I know, I need to fucking get off on because I'm fucking
sweating. Same here, man.
But but really appreciate you coming on, mate, and giving us your time and that. Much appreciated.
No, it's all right, man.
Merry Christmas.
Have an happy New Year as well, like, and have a good New Year.
Gonna be a big year, man.
Yeah,
gonna be a very big year this year, man.
Yeah. Anything's big for you, you short ass.
You dickhead.
Hey,
I'll give you a shout tomorrow, Con. I'll try and get this shit running and sorted this week so we can move forward. Yeah.
All right, sound.
All right, brother.
All right. Cheers. Try, lads. Bye-bye.
Take care, lads. See you soon.
Bye-bye, mate. Bye. Nice one, everyone, for tuning in there. Fuck me, I nearly went without saying bye. Respect everybody in the comments. It's much appreciated. Hope whoever hasn't subscribed to the channel, if you could do that now, it would be much appreciated. And yeah, respect everyone who come on. If I don't speak to none of you beforehand, I hope you all have a blessed New Year, and wishing you all the best with health and success in 2023. Much love. Big love for you.